As you all have heard the news that space sector is going to be privatized. What does it mean and what impact it can make? The Union Cabinet chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 24th June approved big reform in the space sector aimed at boosting private sector participation in the entire range of space activities. Private companies can build their own rockets and satellites after the government opened up space research for commercial use, it is said by ISRO chairman K. Sivan. First thing which I want to clear is that privatization does not mean that ISRO is going to be privatized, but privatization means the private sectors can also participate in the space technologies, researches and developments. But why development has privatized space sector? There are many reasons behind this. Let's see one by one. First, a long-term reform aimed at boosting private sector or participation in space activities and opening up new culture in Indian space sector. As we all know that ISRO is one of the top 5 space agencies in the world. Even though the annual budget of ISRO is about 12 times less than NASA and 6 times less than CNSA. So this initiative to promote the participation of private companies in the space sector will also increase the annual budget of ISRO. It will also increase the job availability in the space sector and India can make optimum use of their human resources. People who left the country because they didn't get good job because till now only ISRO used to hire for space related jobs. If you know that today the private sector is also doing a lot of work in space arena and a lot of individuals and startups have spent a lot of time developing space related technologies, but unfortunately due to Indian regulations they are unable to use ISRO's available facilities for even testing their products. But after this they can use the technologies, facilities and infrastructure of ISRO. One of the greatest advantage of this privatization that it will allow ISRO to focus more on research and development activities and exploration missions. Because the manufacturing of launching vehicles and satellites will be done by private companies, so ISRO can focus more on things for which it was established. But how all these will be done? Who will be regulate all these things? Well, for this, Minister of State in Space, Dr. Jitendra Singh, has announced the formation of a new institution which will be called as IN-SPACE, which stands for Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center. IN-SPACE is meant to provide a level playing field for private companies to use Indian space infrastructure. It will also handhold, promote and guide the private industries in space activities through encouraging policies and friendly regulatory environment. But it does not work separately as a new body. It will only supplement ISRO's function. With this, ISRO will help many private companies in a similar way NASA helped SpaceX to develop more economic and reliable launch vehicles and satellites. But is there any private company in India which is working on space technologies? Yes, there are few companies and startups in India who are working in space sector and also have been a part of space programs. The first company in this list is Skyroot. Skyroot is founded by former engineers of the Rocket Design Center of ISRO. Skyroot developed Vikram. Vikram named after Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, the father of Indian space program. Vikram is a series of a launch vehicle specially crafted for a small satellite market, built on a common architecture and covering a wide range of payloads. They offer the more affordable and on-demand ride to space. The second company in the list is Godrej Aerospace. Godrej Aerospace engaged in high-tech aerospace manufacturing activities. Godrej Aerospace was established way back in 1985. Godrej Aerospace known for development of critical high-precision spacecraft components. Along with this, Godrej Aerospace also contributed in Chandrayaan 1. The third company is Kava Space. Mumbai-based space tech startup Kava Space, founded by Chris Nair and Bala M in 2019, build and operate infrastructure in space on behalf of an enterprises and corporates client. Its Earth observation satellites are used by customers in financial services, government departments, strategic risk management, and agricultural purposes. The fourth company is Bellatrix Aerospace. Bellatrix Aerospace is a research and development company developing orbital launches vehicles or rockets and electric propulsion system for satellites. Bellatrix Aerospace is a private Indian aerospace manufacturer. The company was established in 2015 and they are planning to launch their first rocket named Chetak in 2023. The last company in the list is Pixel. Pixel is building a constellation of Earth imaging small satellites to provide an entirely new kind of dataset that today's satellites are not capable of, and enabling organizations around the globe to detect, monitor, and predict global phenomenon in real time. I have given the link of all these Indian companies in description. You should visit them at least once. Now let's move to the conclusion of this video. ISRO needs to expand its operations significantly if it has to remain competitive in domestic and international outlook. ISRO is providing one of the most cost-effective launches and space programs in the world. To increase the frequency of new missions and space programs, ISRO needs more resources in terms of money, human power, infrastructure, and time. When the launch vehicles like PSLV, Chetak, Agniban, Vikram, and satellites will be built by private companies, ISRO can more focus on research and developments and new missions.